You had Dean Cox here yesterday. I'm fascinated by this gathering, Purple.
Yeah.
Tyson Stengline was there, Darren Glass. Who was the back line and who were the real late finishers?
Oh, there was a couple of rival lunches. So we had Stengline, Glass, Cox, Lynch, Bo Waters.
Yes.
And then a couple of other sort of Perth crew.
And am I right in saying that you were the one who brought this lunch together and might have just left a couple of names off the list?
Well, I may have not been as organised as I could have, JB. So there was a bit of a splintering, but we all connected at the Albion and ironed out any potentially.
Blokes filthied up because they weren't invited.
Who did you leave off the list?
No
Chris?
one was left off the list, Bill. There was a last minute planned thing, and everything ended up swimmingly.
Where was my mate Daniel Chick?
Oh,
Chicky didn't make it over.
Was he asked?
Damien. Was he asked to come over? Not in an official capacity, I don't think. But no, he stayed put. But all the 94, 92 team were floating around as well. So there was if you're a West Coast fan,
Jacko there.
You're over here this weekend.
The great
obviously.
Glenn Jakovic.
Jacko's been storming around all week. He didn't make an appearance last night, which is for the best. But I think him and Andrew Embley did some really valuable work midweek.
Did they?
JB and covered off on some good areas.
Ashley McIntosh.
The Milton, isn't overly involved in football these days, Bill.
Just the towelings he gave you was enough, Bill.
Shut up, Jim.
What about Gardy?
The Big Show, we didn't catch up with the Big Show. No, we didn't get to him. But it's all good questions.
Who was it?
No such thing as a bad question, Bill.
No, we are fascinated by that particular group.
Yes, we are.
Because they just went about things a bit differently.
Yeah, they zigged when they should have zagged, a couple of them. There's no doubt about that. But, oh well, that's life, isn't it, Brian?
It takes all sorts of personalities, Judd, to get it right.
All right, so Andrew Embley, first time we've had
Thanks,
the
JB.
proper chance to chat to you.
guys.
Good to see you, mate.
Yep.
Let me just run through. There are 4 Norm Smith medalists in the history of the West Coast Eagles. The great Dean Kemp, Tommy Kemp, superstar.
Yes.
Peter Matera,
Yes.
as good a player as the West Coast have ever put out. Yourself, who
Yes.
tore that grand final in Newey. And
Yes.
then Chris Judd.
So, and those other 3 that you mentioned, we all played well and we won. Unfortunately, Juddy, we didn't win that particular game. So it's not about, Chris Judd, that performance in 2005. We all talk about Leo Barry and the great grab that you had. If you actually played a little bit better, Juddy, you might have actually got the medal that really counted, the premiership one, and the Norm together.
I did my bit that day, Andrew. Most people don't drink when they're pregnant, but you've been drinking this week. Are you concerned about
That's a bit hard. Yes, I must admit, I put on a few kgs since I finished up. But I did a function with Coxie this morning, Dean Cox. I tell you what, if anyone hasn't seen Ashley Sampi for a while, I reckon Dean might have swallowed him. That's how big Dean Cox is looking at the moment. But it's.
Well, you used to have the restaurant together.
We did, yes.
Not anymore?
Yeah, well, he had all the profits, so we don't have that anymore.
I got a pair of sunglasses in my bag, Juddy. I'm going to actually put them on for 2 reasons. 1, because it's nice and bright here. And 2, if that button on Bill's shirt gives way, it gets have a look at it. What is wrong with you?
I think I'm pregnant.